Watch Reactor spin fire. The NFT analyzer. Diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From your mint coins to tokens. He's got all the intel. Web3 is a tree to show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital.
Yo, GM. Oh, I should do the yo in honor of ThreadGuy being back, right? I don't know, dude. I might be starting to change my mind on TG a bit. I like TG. You know, I always say I like TG. I do. Boy, oh boy, dude. The man's back, but it's also like the rest of the crew is back, right? Gigi's back. And I don't know if FaZe Banks disappeared. I don't know if FaZe Banks went away, you know, like during the... I don't know if if he did, he's back too. I saw him tweeting yesterday. I don't think he left, but like the crew is back. And I tuned into the GG live stream yesterday, and holy cow, I might have had these people all wrong. I might have. Just going by the GG stream. Bro, I've never listened before. I thought maybe she's a good trader. Maybe she's like super knowledgeable. Maybe she's like a crypto girl. Dude, I'm shocked. Maybe I didn't hear enough. Maybe she's rusty coming back, but it sounds like I'm not negative, guys. It doesn't feel right even talking like this, being negative, but I am now starting to wonder if that is a group of like what do you call it? I don't think scammers, but guys who their primary purpose is make money through attention. The end by any means necessary. I don't know, dude. That changed a lot of what I think yesterday. We'll get to that stuff. We got to talk about things happening in the market, things coming up in the market. Solana disaster, maybe not disaster. It might be far, but Solana. You saw the title. Solana goes anti-woke, goes broke. They put out an advertisement yesterday. I don't think it was received well by anybody other than content creators. Man, geez. The vibe's still strong, man. I'm probably gonna be buying a Good Vibe Club NFT Live. Probably, I need another. I will keep glazing that collection. I will. I've been thinking a lot about this and how bullish I'm talking, and I'm sure to some people that's super off-putting. And I'm sure, look, I'm going to be really honest. There are things I talk about on this show and any of my streams, and I'm really bullish, and I share very openly what I think, and it's always money where my mouth is. I'm usually, well, it's not usually. If I'm talking about it a certain way, I'm in it too. And I know I got to be careful. I do not want people... Look, you get feels when people lose money because you're talking about a thing. There's no forcing anybody to go in, by the way, but it certainly is a factor. I think about the way I talk about Good Vibes Club, and I'm sorry to be jumping right to this, but it goes right back. I start thinking about Naval. I'm like, that didn't play out. And I mean, man, I'm going to try to be careful. That said, I still think some of these other ones that I like a lot and still love, a lot of things on ordinals, the thesis is there. I still believe everything that I believed then. Like, conviction hasn't changed. Something like Naval, a victim of a few things, the market, and then in the end, not delivering products. Yeah, the Naval one's rough. And I go back and I learn. I'm like, well, okay, what was so wrong about that? I'm like, the thesis was correct, which was, it was super simple. Reputable builder and right sector, and undervalued compared to the other tokens that are similar. I'm like, man, if this market rips like we all thought it's gonna, then this token probably belongs at this price point. Problem is, market didn't rip. And then in time, we realized the things that were gonna be built, might be harder, might not, right? But I still think the thesis was correct. The lesson is, you don't go that hard into any one thing. And I did not have many things I was in. That was one of the biggest. So lesson learned. And now apply that here to Good Vibes Club. More bullish on this than maybe anything I have been in a couple of years, other than maybe quantum cats and, the things I talk about. This is up there as far as conviction and kind of belief where it's going. Cats, yeah, reputable builder who didn't realize he couldn't build what he said. Part of that, too, is people don't know what they can and can't build when something's so new. There's a part of that, and talking up like you can do it without knowing what's involved. It is wild. Anyway, let's get to some hot topics. Guys, smash the like on the show wherever you're watching. If you're watching on Abstract, if you're watching on X, if you're watching over on YouTube. But definitely make sure you subscribe over on the YouTube side. I've mentioned channel name is going to be changing here in the next, 10-ish days. And I don't want you to miss videos, so if you subscribe, you'll catch them under the new name. I'm not going to tell you what that is. But SlamX Official, make sure you subscribe over here. And, of course, make sure you're following on CryptoSlam.io. Keep up with everything going on at CryptoSlam. And then SlamAI_XYZ with what's happening in the AI ecosystem and what the Slam group is building. Stay on top of this stuff. Game-changing stuff. I cannot wait for it. There is an announcement that dropped yesterday. A nice little announcement. I don't want to minimize it. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, you'll see. The Swarm AI, the Swarm_AI is our flagship AI agent powered by CryptoSlam data. He's a gangster. He is. He's incredible. I cannot wait for Terminal to go live for you guys to get to play with him. So make sure you subscribe over there. Swarm Report streams Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern time, right over there again, Swarm. But here you go, guys. An announcement, something you know if you've read the light paper. You knew it was on the horizon and coming. It's live now. This is not live. Let me tell you what it is. Slam.fun. Slam.fun, scalable AI-powered data service for the next gen of agents. We've talked a lot about the next gen of agents that are coming. They're smarter. They're much smarter, and they have to be. And they're not going to be smarter without good data, good training, good support. It needs those things. Those agents you launch on an AI agent launchpad, where you launch it and it tweets, yay. It's not going to cut it. And so now you've seen the tip of this iceberg here with the bull and with the swarm, the beginning of what these will look like when they're powered by some of the world's best blockchain data. And so when you guys especially get your hands on the terminal, when you start seeing some of the other products that are being rolled out here, you'll get a better idea of how these AI-powered tools really, really are going to change things. But for now, the Launchpad's open for people who want to build a custom agent. A custom agent. It's not a free-for-all. It's not go on and launch your own agent. It's custom agents, elite agents, powered by, again, the best blockchain data, most comprehensive data, on-chain data in the world here. It's pretty freaking incredible. It's really powerful, really powerful. Open for all, but again, you need to have the smart agent in mind here. With the support of the Slam AI network, all of the partner projects who are part of Slam AI, more announcements on that front actually coming as well. Man, going to be awesome. Powered by CryptoSlam data. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, Slam.fun now out there, now live. Again, go to the page, go to Slam.fun. You'll see what it looks like. You'll see you can't just go click launch an agent, like upload a picture, pick a name, boom, launch. No, it's these are different agents. They're better agents, and it's going to get very freaking fun. It really is. Anyway, go check that out. Check out the light paper. Again, a tease of some hot topics we are going to be talking about. The Solana commercial, gone, already deleted, man. Such backlash over that thing. The Solana account deleted it, which is kind of shocking to me. And I'll tell you what, there's a bunch of meme gold in there, but it was there. I saw it. We're going to watch it. It's 2-ish minutes. We're going to watch it here coming up. And I'm curious your guys' thoughts on it. It's super anti-woke and really ruffled people the wrong way. And I get it, too. It's a little like, it's not toned down. It's, man, we'll share some thoughts. And then definitely getting a Good Vibes Club. I mentioned just before, I'm looking for one. I'm probably going to buy one live on the stream. I just got to tell you, one of the reasons, just one of the many reasons I'm so bullish on the collection, it's the fundamentals are there, right? So not about the fundamentals right now. I'll go purely on the speculative side and price go up kind of stuff, right? Not financial advice. It's obviously not. But I'm telling you why I'm looking at it a certain way. It's because it's such a new collection. More and more people are starting to wake up to it being a different kind of quality. That simple. And more, I think guys like Legendary, who just tweeted out that he went and bought one. And I think more and more you're going to see these kind of guys who have that, they got the bags, they got a little disposable income crypto to spend, they love NFTs, they want to be part of something that is really the best vibes out there now. They're going to grab, and they're going to tweet. And all that's going to do is make their followers want to at least check it out. They've been hearing about it. Now their guys kind of vouching for it, maybe repping it. They're going to check it out. I think there's like a cascading effect from something like this. And more you'll see guys like Legendary do the same. It's the reason why, again, on the speculative side, I think there's something kind of spicy here. So anyway, that, I think the first of many. We'll see. Onto the market. Hyperliquid, it's great to watch right now, seeing how some of these like next level traders, I'll call them that, yeah, next level traders, how they trade. And it's a whole game. We talk about this often enough, right? There's guys who trade not like us. Leverage traders and these institutional traders, it's different. And it's just always a treat when Marty puts something on my radar that wouldn't be any other time. But here's somebody that left a whole bunch of money. We're talking millions on the table, didn't take it. It's a different game some of these guys are playing. This is some kind of hedge, right? Bet the other side of this trade somewhere else, or a hostile position, maybe trying to affect a token's price. I don't even know what is this on? Let me see. I got to see what token it actually, it's a Bitcoin short. This is an $18 million short. People may be trying to manipulate the market a little bit. Anyway, it's fascinating stuff. I love it. It's something I wish I knew much more about. It really could die. I love it though. But with that said, that big old short we talked about over the weekend, man, that man made his money. He won, even with an effort to wipe his position out, right? Coordinated effort on the timeline. We saw at CBB and some others. No, the whale made his money. He had a $500 million short. Closed that position, 40x leverage, made almost $10 million in profit on that trade. GG's. Really, like, well played. Kept adding to his position to keep himself from getting liquidated. He won. It's a great trade. Good stuff. But, man, I tweeted this morning and then I deleted it because I thought I put something in it that wasn't correct. And now I remember it was right. I wish I didn't delete it. But point of it was, man, has there, and it's a question for you guys, has there ever been a more confusing time in the market? Ever? For me, I think no. I think no. By the way, Murray, good morning, and Drop King, good morning, and Coco GMs, man. I hate when I miss the GMs, and Cats over on Abstract, good morning. Really nice hanging with you boys this morning. I'm telling you, I've been in crypto for a while. I've been in crypto for 8 years, maybe 9 years. Not always as a trader, maybe as someone who buys, like I don't call myself a trader, but buys crypto, kind of pays attention, didn't understand crypto till 2021. That's when I got it, when it clicked. And again, I've never seen it, man, like people so conflicted, people so unsure, people like in general not knowing what is going on here. You got guys like, this is Ki Young Ju. Hope I say that right. Here we go. The founder CEO of Crypto Quant saying it's a bear market. It's officially a bear market. Bull market's over. I don't think he's wrong, actually, by the way. In fact, what he's saying might fit with a lot of our thoughts here. Expecting 6 to 12 months of bearish or sideways. And by the way, in sideways, you get ups and downs. I would not be shocked by that. Sideways can also mean like slightly up, right? It just means not banana zone. I don't disagree with him. I don't think that's a crazy take at all. But still, there's people on the other side who think definitely bear market, definitely major pullback coming, and I can see a pullback to a degree. But again, confusing, especially if you were new to crypto. Man, how do you make heads and tails of this? Because the flip side is others making these crazy bull cases, and I also agree with this. This is Cypher Capital, and it's a really simple take, and it's a really obvious take. There's less and less and less Bitcoin on the market, right? They call that the float. That's how much money, how much Bitcoin's out there actually being traded on exchanges, moving hands, and it's less and less and less while demand just keeps increasing. And it is just increasing. Companies, governments, people all getting into it's more demand than ever. And that supply is shrinking. Oh man, it'd be great to find a good way to measure that too. That'd be spicy. And then also interesting, we know that like, especially something with like NFTs, there is a correlation with the like a different kind of collectible market, maybe like Rolexes. Here's the Rolex index, which you can compare to crypto. There is normally a correlation, and we haven't seen that correlation play out here in crypto yet. Yeah, and if the point there is we haven't seen the euphoria coming that we would expect, we know that. That's exactly what we said. We felt it for like a week or two with the Trump token. That was the euphoria that we've come to expect from a bull market. Other than that, yeah, Bitcoin at 100K, but I'll tell you, man, I don't think we really had that euphoria even with Bitcoin hitting that magic number. I don't think we had the euphoria. Trump token brought euphoria. It still feels like the biggest, best part of the runs ahead of us. And things seem to be setting up for that. Global M2, global money supply, liquidity cycle, all these things are on the upswing. Actually, M2 is damn near all-time highs, if not at all-time high now. These speculative assets usually follow that, like kind of almost always. And so global liquidity on the upswing here. You see Bitcoin price follow that. It feels like just a matter of time at this point. Great points here, too. Global liquidity cycle about to run. Record debt, record refinancing. Rates have to be dropped. And by the way, we might learn about that soon. Darn, I'm looking at Good Vibes Club. One that I liked just got pulled off. Genius Stablecoin Act going to the Senate floor. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve. You know, like all these really bullish things lining up here. And then still we're waiting for this new SEC chair. Here we have Paul Atkins. Will be in front of the Senate here soon, coming up March 27th. Maybe gets confirmed at this point to be the SEC chair. We have an acting chair right now. It's not our official permanent chairman. Maybe soon, crypto-friendly, right? And then it's the building here in the space, which is just awesome to see. And an interesting little story yesterday that these crypto companies are looking to become national banks. Makes a lot of sense. It's a different kind of money. They do handle a lot of money, but official national banks, interesting. Can't say I saw that coming. I don't know why I would think of that, but it is an interesting little development here. But then ultimately, Beanie's point, up and to the right, zoom out, slow down, chill out a little bit. There's one direction this is all going to go over time. With pullbacks, with whatever, doesn't matter. Bull market, bear market, still the trend is up and to the right. And that should be the core focus here. We love the euphoric times, and they'll be back. But for right now, man. So Wednesday, and actually I believe this starts today, the FOMC meeting, a decision to cut rates, raise rates, leave them unchanged. No, I don't think anybody knows what way this is going. It feels like, based off of Jerome Powell's past statements, guys, it feels like rate cuts are not going to happen yet. Like just yet. By the way, appreciate you over in Abstract. It sounds like rate cuts not yet. It's something they want to wait and watch and do it when it's necessary, as opposed to just doing it too early. I don't think we get rate cuts. That said, surprise rate cuts, and we will get some this year. It feels pretty obvious, right? To a degree, maybe it's priced in. I don't think so. If we get them, if we get rate cuts tomorrow, I think game on. I think game on, guys. Be spicy as hell. It's kind of why people are tentative right now. Maybe not ready to go all in, because without rate cuts, man, I don't know. Maybe we dip, maybe. But why chance it? We get rate cuts, we cook tomorrow. Going to be spicy. Nat Hogan with a great take, too. Same thing we're saying here. There's so many bullish things that have happened here over the past few weeks. Let's play a little clip.
There's the strategic Bitcoin reserve. There's the SEC pulling back on essentially every lawsuit. There's progress on stablecoin legislation. There's talk of market structure legislation. There was the White House crypto summit. These are game-changing positive developments that should put Bitcoin trading at $150,000 or $200,000.
It's a great prediction, and agreed, and actually echoing what we're saying here. Depending on the FOMC tomorrow, depending on what happens with rates, it could be time to send. It could be. That invalidates that prediction that, the bull market's over. We get rate cuts, game on. Game on. And others, look at the Beanie chart. They look at just the direction and they're buying no matter what. Doesn't, it's like strategy and like Metaplanet here in Japan. 2 billion yen more Bitcoin. It's about like 13 million bucks. Consistently buying, believing in Bitcoin, where it's going, as do I. Mr. Up, good morning. As do I, man. Now, the public maybe not so on board. And this is why I still think strategic reserve, look, we got one now. But as far as purchasing more Bitcoin, the United States buying more Bitcoin, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, the public is not fully on board. What is it? 51% of American voters oppose a government-funded crypto reserve. It's different than what we got right now, right? It's our seized assets make it up. That's one thing. But us buying more Bitcoin, they dislike it. 34% support it, 15% undecided. It's actually not bad. It's actually not bad. I Yeah, it's not a slam dunk. There we go. Taking a look at the crypto market here. God, I'm excited to get to our big stories. Coming right up here, fam. Looking at the crypto market, Bitcoin 82K, ETH under 1900 here, Solana 123. I don't think the FUD, I don't know, guys, down 3%. I wonder if the FUD had a little bit of an impact. Maybe. Cardano down 2%. Where's Ripple? Ripple down 3% as well. Okay. Yeah, so maybe not FUD related. On the ETFs, Bitcoin ETFs, with actually a decent day, finally. Decent day of inflow. Actually, one of the biggest days of inflows we've seen in a while. That's actually, wow. Not anything massive, by the way, but it's a good day. We'll take it. 274 mil in inflows. Again, the Bitcoin ETFs. On the ETH side, 7.3 mil in outflows here. There we go. Heidi's, good morning, man. Great to see you, buddy. We've got new ETF filings. Here's for a SUI ETF. I'm sure Gigi's very excited about that. You'll see why. And then ETH. More talk about ETH and price projections being lowered this year by some, big names. We talked about this yesterday, actually. Standard Chartered. On top of lowering their prediction for ETH from 10K this year down to 4K. Also sharing that they think one of the biggest things impacting the price of ETH, we know this, is L2s, and specifically Base here. They think it's lowered ETH's market cap by 50 billion. 50 billion. It's pretty, pretty significant. In fact, look. It'd put this closer to like a $300 billion market cap. They think that's how much Base is eaten into ETH. They're probably right. Definitely has an impact at the very least, yeah. Ethereum, we got a documentary coming out in April. I'm excited to watch this. It's called Vitalik, an Ethereum story. It's going to be on Apple TV Prime Video. We'll check that out. Dude, a watch party would be great for that. Would love it. World Liberty Finance acquiring over 103,000 AVAX. And some Mantle too. Okay, I had missed that, but there we go. More in crypto. Look, I mean, the good stuff's coming. You better believe those guys are going to be pumping their own bags. Yes. Now, Solana. Okay, here we go. Moonship, good morning, man. Solana put out an ad. We'll watch it. Deleted that ad after, not very long. I didn't see the exact amount of time before they deleted it. I maybe within an hour or two, maybe 2-ish at the most, right? Ad's gone. It's out there. We're going to watch it. But, some strong takes. I want your guys' takes on it. Here's Joshua Jake. I don't know Joshua. Do we like his takes? Whatever. He's got followers, so we'll at least listen to him here. But he thinks it's a brilliant ad, and it might be. It got a reaction, so for that reason, yeah. The ad's designed to be cringy. It is, actually. Keep this in mind. It's cringy, designed to be rage bait. Yeah, I mean, he's not totally right. The fact that they deleted it means it didn't go exactly how they were thinking. Let's watch the ad. It's 2 minutes, you guys. Let's watch it, because I think some of you haven't seen it. Let me know if you think this is good, bad, working as designed. I just need to know where you stand. I don't know where I stand. I don't care. It's weird. You'll see it. It's not tone deaf. It's like, it feels like I watch it and then I think, why? That's where I'm at. I'm like, why?
So, America, what's going on?
Well, lately, I've been having thoughts again.
What thoughts?
About innovation. Multiplanetary travel, nuclear energy, crypto, AI. Things that push the limits of human potential.
What you're experiencing is called rational thinking syndrome. Why don't we take this energy and channel it into something more productive, like coming up with a new gender?
But that's not going to stop me thinking about innovating and doing something.
Innovating, doing, these are action words, verbs. Why don't we focus on pronouns?
That's not going to help.
I sense some cynicism. Have you been betrayed in the past?
I used to think the media was my friend. Can I even trust them anymore?
Oh, of course.
Of course they'd say that. That's a biased take. I got canceled for saying 2 + 2 is 4.
Have you ever considered that math is a spectrum?
What?
America, numbers are non-binary. We've been conditioned to believe that 2 + 2 is 4. It's a societal construct.
It's literally math.
Or is it a dominant narrative? Have you been practicing the state-prescribed regulations we talked about?
Yeah. I've debanked some crypto founders and I've slowed down nuclear reactor approvals. And depending on my state of mind, I change the SEC guidelines, but I don't like it.
If we don't regulate, how will we create jobs for people who work hard to make businesses slow?
You know what? Hard work, innovation, rational thinking, it's in my blood. It's who I am. Railroads, factories, automobiles. I built the future once, and I won't be left behind now. I will lead the world in permissionless tech, build on-chain, and reclaim my place as the beacon of innovation. I want to invent technologies, not genders.
Lovely. So glad you were able to get some of that negative emotion out. Sounds like we'll need a few more sessions. When can I see you next?
You're fired.
So yeah, there we go. Okay, so then after seeing it again, it's only my second time seeing it. I go right to what was the point? Yeah, it's like I don't get the point. Okay, here we go. The point is kind of what we've been talking. Why I'm bullish on crypto. It's the America thing. If we're the crypto capital of the world, I'm excited. Like I'm excited as fuck about the building that's going to happen here, and they're leaning into that. They're leaning into it, poking fun at like the past few years of crazy shit. It's been crazy shit. I can agree. Dude, I think some of the past crazy shit was necessary. There's always like a push and a pull, and sometimes it's like a hard pull one direction, and then there's a pull back, and like, but some of those, it is necessary. And then we get in periods where we're just kind of like more in the middle and less tugging and stuff. But you need both sides of it. I get the last few years and actually decade or so. I get why it happened and part of it, but this is leaning into the fact that that's over. I don't know. Maybe it's weird to tie that kind of stuff like wokeness into like innovation, right? Because the point there ultimately, if it's about America's back and we're now the crypto capital of the world, I don't know if they even needed that other thing. I'm like indifferent with the ad, like whatever. If it got people's feathers ruffled, I get why. Doesn't ruffle my feathers. But I see the commercial, I'm just like, but why? Gets people's attention to get mad, rage bait. But then if that was the point, why'd they delete it? You know what I mean, Moonship? If that was the point, because I agree, I would think it's for that. But that makes me question if it's the flip side, if they wanted people to go, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, fuck yeah, USA, fuck the woke shit. I start thinking, okay, maybe they weren't trying to get people mad. They thought it would be met with like cheers. Because otherwise, again, why delete it? I don't know. I still don't know. Second time, I don't get it. Here's Stas. It doesn't deserve the hate. You know, it's like, I still don't. It's not even that I don't know. I don't care. Like, I care so little about all that stuff and not about people. It's not that. I just care so little about, like, the fighting and stuff. I don't care. I don't care enough about this. I don't have a strong opinion on it. It's like, it's there. It happened. There you go. Move on. That maybe is ultimately my take. Just fucking, it's there. Love it, hate it. It drives engagement with Solana in the mind. Yeah. There is a point, I think, though, where if it turns enough people off, it's bad. And if you turn off a huge chunk of the community, probably bad. We'll see if there's an impact here. I don't think there is. Cringe a bit, yep. And shitty, awful replies. Don't want to overreact, but everyone involved in this, from conception and script development to final release, including the production guys, should commit ritual unaliving on cam and use that as an ad instead. Like, what a shitty thing to say. I think. But also whatever. I'm also at whatever. Again, just a lot of takes, man. A lot of, like, Here's Vo. I don't know if I say her name right. This is Easy's girlfriend. Loves Solana, have for 3 years. She works for Magic Eden. Not a fan of the commercial. I get anybody who's not a fan, but ICO Beast, good take. Managed to piss off the entire Wokey SOL supporters, Sol supporters, while getting shredded by the non-Wokes for being cringy. Actually, maybe that's the best take here. They didn't accomplish anything. Well, okay, Mice likes it. But I lean actually towards that. I don't think it accomplished their goals. It didn't get the USA bros fired up. Maybe some it did, but for the most part, it didn't because it's kind of cringy, and it pissed off the Wokies. So it's like 0 for 2. Yeah, there we go. And Vo, there we go. Somehow it just made everybody feel a kind of way and not a good way. So then we're like, okay, well, now people are talking about it. That's a win. It is. And it is funny. It's like mixed messaging here. This is Solana like 5-ish years ago. We at Solana don't want to remain silent. Be clear. We believe in equity, justice, all that. As does every fucking buddy. I get this, though. I do. There is a point, even if everybody, man, do we go down this road? Probably not. I get it. Sometimes you have to do things and remind people. But it is funny, this comment, this tweet, and then a commercial like that. Sounds like a thing they very much stood for. I think you can stand for all this and also call out that we got silly. Beanie defending Solana. Actually, I don't know what he's talking about here. I don't. Let's remember that SPF funded this thing, talking about Sol. And we know it way leaned in 2020. Left, I think. I thought he basically donated to everyone, but I don't remember. Raj ran socials back then. I don't know. Whatever. It's stupid. Pop Punk, not a fan. My pronouns are fuck Solana. It's funny. It's a good tweet. I don't agree, but it's a good tweet. And then they put out another commercial. We could probably agree this one's better. Well, I think some people like the original.
You can just do things. No, really, you can just do things. And now is the best time. For thousands of years, humans were figuring shit out. Chipping away at stone, taming fire, learning how to grow food, and then boom, we just ascended. The Industrial Revolution, computers, the internet, and now AI. You, as an individual, have never had so much power at your fingertips. You're living in the best fucking time to build, to create, to just do things. Want to learn something new? Create a brand, build an app, start a company, change the world? You absolutely can. Not just that, you can do...
It's better. Okay, well, I'm not going to play the whole thing. Better, it's more cookie cutter. But it's like, better, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, I guess. And also, in the end, what the fuck ever. That's my take, ultimately. Who cares? Like, moving on. It's just, it's a thing. It's a thing. It happened. And the space will forget about it in a day. Anyway, Ripple files for a trademark for downloadable software custody of cryptocurrency. What is that? Is this a, like, Ripple wallet? I guess like a Ripple. Well, I would have assumed they had one. Maybe not. But an XRP kind of wallet. And then Kronos. We'll move through this quick. Kronos, spicy, not great. Goes from a $2.5 billion market cap to an $8.5 billion market cap with one vote. One vote One vote tipped the balance here. That's bullshit. In my opinion, that's bullshit. Basically, they got a whole bunch of burn tokens that aren't technically destroyed. They sit in a wallet, out of circulation, not factored into something like FDV. They're bringing them back. And it was all one validator who has a ton of weight behind their vote because they're so big that happens to be a crypto.com validator, like an official one. They own it. That was the swinging vote. They decided, crypto.com voted on this. They decided to add all these tokens. What is it? 3.35 billion more tokens added into not circulation, I don't think. Well, I guess if it's market cap, it's circulation. 3.35 billion more Crow in circulation, ballooning that market cap again from like 3 bill to like 8 bill. In fact, where does that put it? That makes it leapfrog other tokens in like kind of in an arbitrary way. So now all of a sudden, Crow will have the market cap of something like Ton or Leo or Link, you know, right? It puts it there as opposed to where it is now, which is, you know, down with like Monero and Uniswap and DAI and Near, right? I don't know. I would not be happy as a Crow guy. I would like to actually ask some Crow dudes, somebody like Oscar Ramos, what they think of that. I think universally people did not want that vote to happen. They did not want that to succeed, and it did. And it feels like it happened for a not so kosher kind of way, right? So, yeah. Anyway, that happened. And then finally, Tron founder Justin Sun says big news coming. Don't know what it is. Is it going to be big? Whatever. NFT market here, guys. Man, big increase in sales volume yesterday. Look at the weekend. Both days under 10 mil in volume. Yesterday, 17.1 mil sales volume. Cross-chain sales volume there, guys. Sellers way up. Buyers way up. Transactions way up. Way up. Yeah, man, wild swing here. Sales price down. Trade profit still negative. But, man, just sales ballooning. Wild. GM there over on Abstract. Top collections here. D-Market on top, followed by Courtyard, and then Good Vibes Club. I love you, boys. Guardian Heroes, Guardian Avatars, Pudgy Penguins. I'm skipping that. I know that's some laundering. CryptoPunks, Quantum Cats, Mad Lads. Let me push up Base Ape and SMB up there, too. And then your top sales. 2 Autoglyph sales, guys. 2 of them. Legit sales, not loans, legit sales. 103 ETH and 100 ETH. These 190 grand, 198 grand. Huge sales. Nice Pudgy Penguin. Dude, a left face. That's a rare Pudgy Penguin left facing. 60 ETH, $115,000. Some CryptoPunks. Here's a Shroom. Nice stuff. Some nice stuff selling here. I dig it. Coco, is that real? I hope it's starting, Moonship. I do. Mike, good morning. I hope it's starting. I love announcements of announcements. Nothing beats it. Ooh, dude, a big 3.5 ETH Good Vibe Club sale. Nice rare one. Dude, those sales are cooking. I'm telling you, boys. Spidey sense more than tingling about Good Vibes Club. It is the real deal. It is going to be a special one. Again, lives and dies by the market. Market sucks. It'll stay where it's at. If we go into a bear market, it does what everything does in a bear market, way down. If this market remains what it is, it will slowly grind up. If it gets hot, that collection will be hot. We're getting to that. Hey, an X copy sale. Here's Overlord for 25 ETH. We saw Opepin. What edition was that? Opepin from the very first set, 15 ETH. That is from the edition of 6. What is that? From like the edition of like 20? I can't remember the numbers. I'm out of Opepin for a long time, but nice sale. Fru, great to see you, buddy. Good morning to you. And then another X copy. You had a raffle. This is pretty wild. Raffle winner buys the piece for 2 ETH, flips it immediately after for 12 ETH. Pretty damn cool. Look at that. We'll take it. Quest 5 for Taproot Wizards closed. 1,500 videos submitted. I got mine in. If you were doing it, I hope you got yours in time. My buddy Confusion got his in with 2 minutes to spare. 2 freaking minutes. Got it in. So now they're going to go through and see who qualifies for a whitelist for Taproot Wizards, which are coming next week. It's a 0.2 Bitcoin mint, but it's look at that. It's oversubscribed. You get a whitelist, it's not a done deal. Vrew, yeah, I think we dump more. We might. Volatility, good morning. Yeah, I mean, tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow's going to be really telling. Rate cuts unchanged. Rates unchanged. We probably do dump. A little. We get a hike. I don't think it's going to happen. We definitely dump. And if we get a cut, we send. I mean, I think that's kind of obvious. But man, if you get a whitelist for Taproot Wizards, you are not guaranteed to get that mint now, where before I think you might have been. So maybe they do it by, here's what I'm picturing. Maybe it goes by score. If you have a score from all your quests, your participation, if you have a score over X amount, you get a guaranteed spot for the 0.2. If you have a score under that amount, it's first come, first serve, still whitelist. And then I'm sure they're saving, because they say here, the only remaining way to secure a whitelist spot is to entangle, right? I still think they're reserving some spots for public for the Dutch auction, which would be pricey, man. I don't think they even fall to 0.2. I think those will go around 0.25-ish at the lowest, maybe. 0.3. We'll see. Maybe they sell out at like 0.4, 0.5. I don't know. This is going to be super spicy coming up. And there is a lot of, man, there's feels around this too. There's feels, and I get the feels. Like, right, there's a whole side of this space, in the ordinal space, who think Taproot Wizards like stole the meme or grifting around the meme. I don't know. Memes are memes, and may the best meme win. And again, another thing I have no thoughts on other than I like it. What's the Taproot Wizard Group going to do with 35 mil? I think they're going to pocket most of it. I think they're going to maybe invest it. I don't think it goes to building products, which I was kind of naive, and I used to think that's what they're doing. Raise money, build out products, and build out OpCat kind of stuff. I don't think that anymore. I think I've realized pure and simple collectibles. That's it. Collectibles. And they can make a lot of money on it. And the end. Yeah. But I don't mind them. I mean, collectibles. It really is that simple. And if we call it a money grab, I mean, it's not like it's not that. But that's the price I think they know they can get. And they're trying to keep as much of that as they can. Otherwise, it's people on secondary make it. So money grab, yeah. Also fine, yeah. I'm fine with it. I'm going to be minting. Good Vibes Club. All right, as of this morning, actually, this is updated a little bit. So let's say plus at least one. As of this morning, 170 sales at 1+ ETH. It's a different collection. It is. Top sale in the past 24 hours, 4.69 ETH for this Cosmic Guardian. If you put these together, and like run each one after each other, the background's animated. Small deal. Nice little touch. I like it. It's a great collection, man. It is. I'm telling. All I say is I do not care if people get in. I don't care if people get in and buy. But what I do recommend, if you still love NFTs, and I mean, if you love NFTs still, what I ask is that you go in the Discord. That's it. 2 Quantum Cats being bought by new wallets. Interesting. Yeah, we got to get ours entangled, me and Henry. We got to lock that in. There's a few hundred spots, but that might go down quick. I ask that you go in the Discord and just feel it out, just to see what's the fuss about, because I did not see what the fuss was about. I didn't see it until I went in the Discord. That's it. And I mentioned yesterday, I get anybody fading this or not getting it, not seeing it. I get it. Unless you go in the Discord and you spend some time hearing the team talk and you hear about who's in there, which collectors are there and which communities are there, who's talking about how they're talking. Until you see that and feel it, it looks and sounds like every other collection out there for years. It's, hey, we got crazy, the fucking art's fire. The community's crazy. We got, like, it's all the same shit. You can't, that's not a pitch anymore. That's what we hear about everything. Cutie, good morning, man. We hear that about every single collection now. But after, 5-ish days, 6-ish days, I've been in that Discord long enough, and it hit me early enough. I'm like, it is different. It is more like, it is very organic. And those things that you need for a project to do well are all there. Again, good holder, great holders. Like some of the best kind of collectors you could ask for are there, and they're collecting. They're not flipping. They're not, farming. They're not that. They're collecting. It's very different. And then hearing the team talk about art and their process and how it was 3 years, and when even that I had a hard time making sense of it. 3 years for what? I said that on the stream. I'm like, 3 years? It doesn't take 3 years to do this shit. You guys, I did a 180 on this show. Like, this doesn't take 3 years to go. That's such a stupid thing to put out there. I'm like, there's not 3 years of work in this collection. And then when I start seeing the traits, like how many there are, but the fact that they actually made them all look great, the composition, and also made great rarity. Like, there are some very rare little parts of this collection that they have rarity with all those traits in there too. Because it's really hard to do that. If you go that route with a billion traits, it's hard to make their rarity in the collection when everything's rare. They found the most perfect balance I've seen in a collection. Tons of traits, but actually rarity too. It's super impressive. That's the ask. It's go in the Discord. Oh, dude, Cutie, that was the dev? Oh, we're going to get to that. I didn't know that was the dev. Anyway, that is the ask. It's not to go buy one. Don't care. It's go in the Discord and try to feel out why people like me are so bullish on this. Back bias now, yep. Before that, no. When I got in there, I got in for that reason. I got in the Discord, I felt it. And going back to like the legendary buy-in tweet, It just will keep happening. More. It's going to keep happening. Captain from Coffee with Captain got an honorary, tweeted it. Steve, the second part of Coffee with Captain, got an honorary, PFP'd it like Captain did, tweeted it. Pranksy, same thing. He's not the same dude. Like, right? He's the same dude. He doesn't move markets like he did, but also good. If this guy decides this collection's as legit as people are saying, maybe he gets in and starts doing his thing. Maybe. And also, I don't care. I just know that more people like this are coming in. They are. It's that good. And so I'm glad to be there. So I am actively right now looking, and I'm going to be buying another. I really, really like it. I also am very realistic. Again, if this market is dog shit, these are going to struggle to get to an ETH. If the market is what it's at now, if there's a little sense that we might do good stuff, they might get to an ETH. And if we get a really hot NFT cycle, these might do quite a bit more. All in all, I think it's going to be one of, if not the top collection of this cycle. That's what I really do think. I think it'll come out, when we look back to like, hey, what were the best projects from 2021 and what was the best from 22? And when we do that, this will be, I think, the standout or a top 2-3 collection from this cycle. It's really good. Anyway, go in the Discord chat. Oh, Super Rare also rocking the PFP. That's, to me, one of the biggest things, by the way. That gives it a good, like a different kind of stamp of approval is Super Rare. We know they're a partner, but them rocking the PFP, the collection is magic. Final point. The magic is really, it's the art, all that stuff, the team, all that, but the community is incredible. The friendliest group, and I don't do community stuff that much, right? I'm not great at that. Cutie. Roach Race Club looking for streamers. Well, I like it. I've streamed it a couple times, but doing it regularly, I would love to. Are they like in an official way looking for streamers? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. By the way, a few new people over on Abstract. I like it. Yes, Katz doesn't care about the Solana commercial. GM to the new viewers over there. I'd stream more of that, by the way. Okay, last point again. Community, awesome. Friendly guys, always people in VC. This sounds like, again, stupid shit because everybody says this about their NFT project. I've been in so many of them. I can tell the difference when it's forced and fake and all that stuff. And when these are guys that are like, feel like you got something special, feel like you're on this thing that people don't know about, and you all feel the same that people are going to know about it. It's a different feel when that happens. And I've been a part of that a couple times. This feels exactly like those. It does not feel like the other artificial ones. And so last night we had 30, 40 people in VC, almost 50. It was awesome. All the team guys are there talking about the creation process and all. It was so much fun. And man, like normally I'm in there chatting with them. Last night, put in my earbuds, laid in bed, just listened. It's a treat. I'm proud to be a part of it. I'm excited. But again, you guys should. You definitely. I'll say this. I'm not telling you to buy them again. You should go check it out in the Discord because at the same time, I don't want you to miss it. I just don't want you to miss it if it does become what I think it could become. Right? I do like to put things on people's radar early. And I think it's still early. And again, just feel it out. That's it. Mad Lads, quick update here. They took a snapshot. For VIPs. I don't know what that is, but I do know that Backpack, the exchange, announced seasons, so there sounds like there's some kind of farming going on. Vrood, the channel is monetized, yeah. Both of them are. My personal one and this channel, both monetized, yeah. Yeah, if you got any questions, anything, hit me up. AIXPT, yes, security incident here. Kind of funny, kind of shitty, all that, both at the same time. AIXPT was tricked by this dude who I didn't realize was one of the devs of AIXPT. I didn't realize that, but tricked AIXPT into sending him 55 ETH. I still don't, the thread's not there. I can't see how he did it exactly, other than, you see it here. Fungus Man. I don't know if he, behind the scenes programmed, trained him that, hey, when somebody says this, send X number of, I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know, but it happened. And here's somebody from that team saying, due to unauthorized access on the part of our part of the infrastructure, resulting in stolen tokens from its wallet. So yeah, it was an insider who stole it, basically, which is crazy. Cutie, you need to check OpenSea often. Why OpenSea, though? Is that where the sale happened? Or, yeah, why OpenSea? I'm curious, Cutie. Curious. All right, now we get to maybe the last spicy part. Chartfu, I like a lot, saying your heroes extracted billions from Solana, not millions. I don't know who he's talking about exactly. I'm assuming he's talking about, I think, guys, the Meteora, Jupiter. It's a lot, right? Hayden Davis, Trump, celebrities. It's just in general, heroes. Hate when people pretend to be here for the community, growing the pie, at the same time stealing from you. I don't know if he's talking about guys like Frank, ThreadGuy, those guys. By the way, Odin Fund is popping off. I need to get on there. I need to. Maybe. Volatility, maybe. No, Pump Fund, not the problem. I agree with him. Pump Fund, not the problem. And I like him taking like a little ownership. I had my fair share of stupid posts supporting memes because I thought they were funny, cool. I like people growing in this space. I do. I love it. I love people changing and maybe like changing behavior and what I like it. But he said he's going to drop some names, which is really cool. Where did he put that? Here we go. There's a lot more than you think. I'll slowly call them out as I gather black and white evidence. That I want to see. I want to know exactly who and see if there's any surprises, but we'll see. Yeah, 70 mil after this mint, because this mint's going to bring in like 35. They just got 30 mil in funding, and they got 7 before that, right? Yeah, it's a lot of money they're bringing in. And to build what? They're not here to build. They're not. They're here to bring vibes, but that 70 mil is going right in their pockets. And I'm happy to give it to them. And that might sound so stupid. Happy to give it to them because I think there are many more people who want them. I think it's an easy flip. I do. So, all right. ThreadGuy is back. Beanie's glad he's back. I got a lot of Beanie stuff today. But yeah, ThreadGuy appears on the timeline yesterday. It's been a month. He's posted on Instagram. He's been elsewhere, right? But he's not been on Twitch. He's not been on X. Back with a hair update and a fit update. He's just back. So he's tweeting a little bit yesterday. I don't think anything super, super crazy. I wonder why he's back. And I'll tell you, I think I know why. I think he's back because Monad's getting ready, I think, to launch their mainnet. And ThreadGuy writing his profile, Monad. He used to have something else there. It used to say something else with Monad, like spokesman, or it wasn't spokesman, something like that, right? So I think Monad's getting ready for mainnet. And I think that's why ThreadGuy's back. And also, interesting timing, Gigi's back at the same point. I don't know what's up with Frank, I saw FaZe Banks tweet yesterday, so it's like the crew's back. Definitely for sure ThreadGuy and Gigi same time. And I told you guys, I tuned into her stream yesterday because I was like, I need to actually tune in and listen. Like, she's back. I could tell from that clip of her and Jakey that she doesn't know shit about this stuff. And I mean that, like, as in, she knows more than your average person, but not you're a crypto person who is in the trenches trading. She is not that. She might stream about that stuff, but she does it at my level, which I'm not like a trench trader, right? I'm not. And she sounds like me. In fact, she might even sound worse than me. But she's out here and people are calling her like a meme coin gangster. And man, dude. And I'm listening to her stream and she said, like, it's so easy when you're streaming to say something that comes out stupid. I know. It's just like, right. And so you can't hold people to what they say on stream totally. But also, she said exactly this. This is a direct quote from her tweet. She was talking about Sui. She's like, I told everybody to buy, not financial advice. That's, again, maybe it's a slip up. But it's like, that was the vibe of the entire stream. Again, I don't like being negative. But my ultimate takeaway or my point is the things people say about these people like Gigi and ThreadGuy and Frank and all that stuff, I always gave them the benefit of the doubt. Always did. I always said, I think they're just cool people and they're younger. And so maybe people like me don't get them. And then I think there's other reasons people don't like them. But I'm like, I think they're just fine. I think they're just doing their thing and trading and they happen to have the audience. And so people shit on them because that's just what happens. when I heard this stream and it was all like that kind of stuff and nothing sounded like I'm hearing from an expert or even somebody who does this stuff other than just streams and goes through the motions and says the words you got to say. I'm sorry. I start wondering if I just have been naive the whole time. And that includes maybe even with ThreadGuy, all of them. Because this did not scream a real crypto person. Scream somebody who's around enough to know some platform names, some very general things like, hey, buy low, sell high. That's the that's the vibe of the stream. I don't know. I question them all being back. That's kind of the point. Sugartown just did that massive airdrop. 120,000 NFTs or 120,000 wallets got an NFT drop, right? Pods and, stuff for their gaming ecosystem, which is super cool. They got a token coming though called Win. Keep my eyes on that for sure. This guy, Kamal, dude, he's the most like optimistic fucking dude out there. I like that guy a ton. He's fucking great. Like Mr. like fucking optimism and eye on the prize and always out there tweeting and pushing and grinding. I respect a lot of dudes out there. That guy, high level of respect for that guy. Something about him, different dude. So I like him. Aiden Ross, I think, has got a token coming. Oh shit, I lost one of my tweets. I gotta find it. Aiden Ross, I think, has got a token coming because Mario Nafal comes out, his roundtable account comes out and says that Aiden Ross is not launching a token. Or actually, he didn't say that. He said it has not launched. He didn't say it's not coming. Okay, so tweet goes out by accident. Partnership with Aiden Ross to launch a Ross token on Solana. Right? Okay. So that's tweeted out. 20 minutes later, they come back and they say, hey, it hasn't launched. They didn't say it's not happening. They just said it hasn't launched. And I wonder if this was actually on purpose too. But dude, we've definitely got an Aiden Ross token coming. That I think is pretty fucking for sure. And we got another token coming. Dude, I think it's weird timing for that, right? Like weird timing for that. It might be shitty meme coin season again. I know it doesn't feel like we're ready for that, but we might get it anyways. Ghostface Killa is dropping a meme coin.
What's up, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? You already know the face. Check this out. Listen, I know about these coins. I've been ahead in the coin game for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I know about all these scammers and all that shit, but yo, this is the real deal. It's going down. I tell motherfuckers, yo, protect your neck on this shit, cause this shit right here, it's the real deal, baby. So yo, you're looking at the real face and the real deal. So you ain't gotta worry about none of that bullshit, all right?
Okay, so dropping a token. I guess, guys, he dumped his Bitcoin puppets, like floored them. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, right. I trust that guy. I wonder. Here's what it's weird to be launching new meme coins like this right now when it doesn't feel like there's liquidity or that people even want to play meme coins. If there's wins, they're going to want to. Here's what I'm wondering. If behind the scenes people know like OpenSea airdrops coming out. It's the only thing on the radar that I think is a liquidity thing. And so I wonder if people are like, that's the last thing on our radar too, something that's going to inject liquidity in the space. So we got to launch right around it. That's because, again, Taproot Wizards, I think they're doing their own thing, but maybe they have wind of it too. But now two big meme coin. Well, actually, Ghostface Killa's meme coin won't be big. Aiden Ross's would be. So I'm like, do people know that OpenSea is about to drop the C token? And there's liquidity. There's no other time to launch. Otherwise, we're waiting for what, till later this year? So yeah, I don't know. We might have we might have this perfect storm of these hot mints and some bigger meme coins and the OpenSea. We might have some action here the next few weeks. Steady Teddy's still in like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Like there might be some shit cooking. Yeah, we're waiting on the Kanye thing too. Exactly. The Cutie, the Hyperliquid guy closed his position. He made $9 million. He closed his position. He won. That was just like overnight, I think. One final liquidity event, right? It's like, yeah, I still think we cook. Right back to the stuff at the beginning of the show. I still think we cook this year. And I still, I made my bet with English. It's probably a bad bet, but I don't know. I made a bet that in May, was it the end of May? May 31st or 30th or whatever? By the end of May, we're over 104. It might be a stupid ass bet. It probably is. But I feel very confident that we're going to have a cook at some point this year. And again, Matt Hogan, I agree with him. Bitcoin 150 to 200K with all the bullish stuff we've had probably feels like the right price when people get back to like speculating, getting the risk on, That's coming. That to me is not a maybe scenario. That still is the when scenario, when, not if. It's coming. Rate cuts tomorrow could kick that right off. If it's rate cuts and then come April 2nd, tariffs don't get enacted, man, it could be game on. And then you throw in OpenSea drop in the mix, you throw in some hot NFT stuff. Like at any moment, this comes right back. And usually it happens when you're not expecting it. And right now, I think it's not being expected. So hard to say. Who knows? Who knows? Could get spicy. Could not. We'll see. Either way, I'll be vibing. Yeah, right back to that shit. Yes. Either way, right back to vibing. I'm watching. I do want to grab another today. And I can be patient too. I want to find something I like. It'll probably be my last one, but I am looking. I like a guy like that. I like that. There's a lot I like. I do want to get one more. I got a great feel about him. Again, lives and dies by the market. It does. Damn, some of these are really nice. Yeah, some of these I really like. I saw a couple were just on my screen that I really dig. It's a lot of just grabbing stuff and repricing, right? This guy was like 0.5, I think 0.5. Somebody scoops him, just relisted at 0.61. There are definitely farmers in this too. A lot. This guy's cool. That guy's fucking cool. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with this now. Again, I say go in the Discord and just see what's happening. See why people are pretty happy over in that collection. Grayscale are nice. Yeah, E-Rock, I like the. I would love to get a grayscale. I might be able to. I might be able to throw an offer and have somebody bite. I hope. That would be that'd be the goal. There we go, guys. Afternoon show. Oh shit! Hang on. Do we have a Vader Spaces today? Hang on, guys. We might have a Spaces with Vader. Let me double check. Maybe not. I thought we were doing it weekly. But maybe not this week. Maybe GDC stuff they're involved. I don't know. I thought we were doing a weekly Spaces. No, seems like not. Either way, hey, if we do, I'll put it out there. You guys will see. But otherwise, you'll see me live on the afternoon show, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Same place, same channel. Hitting the AI market, hitting the happenings in AI. We'll definitely go over. In fact, I'll see if I can get somebody from the team to come on, talk slam.fun. Announced yesterday. So excited for that. Guys, enjoy your day here. We'll see you in a few hours. Be well. Go vibe. Peace, guys. Appreciate you, E-Rock.